Okay. In the past video, I spoke about my connection to my characters, and okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know exactly what I said in that video, but I have a little understanding about the connection to my characters, the existing one. Like how even though I hate them or I love them or they make me annoy or they annoy me or they get under my skin, or they do this or they do that, or they're on this side, they're on that side. Regardless of what they do, I say that I still have a connection to them because, well, they are my characters. And in today's video, this probably might actually not be a long video. Um, sorry about that, but in today's video, I just speak about basically adding characters. About how I just because when it comes to characters, I don't know. I love adding characters because adding characters is a very I just like adding different characters because, well, my story is going to be because it's a book series, and I my goal for this book series is for every character. Of course, when I mean every character, of course there's gonna be characters that are just that, like a driver. That's not a character. If the character has like a name or is seen as something that can be I can adapt to, then I will try my best to or that seems important. I would try to elaborate on their character. Of course, I can't do that for every character, but if I can just like at least get people to understand that character within one page or a chapter, is because I realized something, right? When it comes to writing, some characters get sidelined, and I feel like if you're willing to create the character, like you're creating dialogue for them, you're creating character design for them, you're creating your. I feel like when you put a character in the story, I feel like you should at least give that character like some form of elaboration for people to understand what this character is about. I feel like you should do that. So for every character I add, I feel like I should elaborate on who they are in a way, even if it's just a little bit. Because right now in my first draft, there's a character. There's two characters that are there that are not. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say that. I'll say that they're there, and you kind of get an understanding of what both of them is about in a very short amount of time. You get to know what they are about, and that's kind of my plan for many other characters because because me when it comes to like watching something or when it comes to when it comes to when it comes to like watching TV shows, there you most of you have to agree there's a character that you were interested in, but they never got the light that you thought they were gonna get. Like you were like, oh, what is this character about? Oh, this could have been a good idea. Oh, this could have like you know what I'm saying? How do I explain it? Basically, like let me give you an example. I'm gonna give you an anime example. So if you don't watch anime, I'll try to give you another example. But when it comes to someone like should I talk about JJK? I don't really want to, but like Megumi, we could talk about Megumi, right? Megumi. He see someone like him. He never got the light that he deserved. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I feel like he was built up for something more than what he was given. I'm that's just the best thing I can say because as the story goes on, because of course the anime is not out, I don't kind of want to spoil anything, but as the story goes on, and after a certain time in the story, everything's just he's nothing anymore. He's nothing anymore. And I would say, what show can I say when it comes to the West? I would could I talk about the boys? Okay, I could talk about the boys. I would say the boys. You know the group with Huey, Billy Butcher, all of them, right? I feel like maybe their character has gotten, maybe their characters have gotten the depth that is needed, but basically overall, what I'm trying to say is that some of those characters aren't really fleshed out enough, and the reason the reason as to why I add characters, the reason why I add more characters, or is because, well, some of them are just ideas, because but I feel like when you add characters, you should flesh them out. You should give them, even if you're gonna like write them out. I feel like you should give them some light to flesh them out. Because if you're coming up with a name, character design, their own dialogue, um, their own actions, like, you should at least flesh them out. Even if they're gonna just go somewhere, you should flesh them out. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm not saying I'm gonna do this 100%. I'm gonna be the best of doing this. But I just feel like you should flesh them out. You should at least give them, like me. If I'm creating characters that actually, like, if I've given a person a name, if I've given a character a name, not like a title, like, a driver or something like that. If I'm giving them a name, then I'm gonna at least give them justice to make it, to elaborate on them, because I feel like that's the thing to do. But I think that's it. This is a very short video. I think that's it. But comment down below if you agree or disagree. I'd like to hear what you have to say. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the journey, because it's gonna be unpredictable. Because I didn't even know. I'm just rambling right now. I didn't mean to say any of this stuff, but I feel like it's something that should be said. You should do the best you can when it comes to characters. Even if but the second you give them a name, they're basically real. You should at least flesh them out. Even if the end for the character is them dying, you should at least give them, like, you should give them the light to be understood. But yeah, yeah. Comment here. So comment down below, and if you agree or disagree, like, watch it down there. Like, don't forget to like and subscribe to the journey. Until next time, keep thinking, keep creating, and most importantly, always keep dreaming. Thanks for watching.